So we will start now. See, in last lecture we have started with the adrenal gland. Okay, so this was the diagram जो कि मैंने आपको वीडियो में दिखाया था. Okay, so this is your cortex. ये जो ऊपर का पार्ट दिख रहा है आपको above the kidney, the adrenal glands are present. That is why they are also called as the suprarenal gland. Okay, all of you know this. Then adrenal gland जो होता है, it is divided into two parts, cortex and medulla. The outer part is cortex, the inner part is medulla. Okay, see this. So this is your cortex. Okay, capsule means what is capsule? Capsule is the outermost covering of the gland. That is called as capsule. And below the capsule there is adrenal cortex और सबसे अंदर कौन सा पार्ट होता है? Adrenal medulla. Adrenal cortex is further divided into zona glomerulosa, zona fasciculata and zona reticularis. ये भी मैंने आपको explain किया था. Okay. So see what I was telling. We have already read about the adrenal gland. So this is your adrenal gland and what are the various secretions. Okay, as you can see the outermost part of the adrenal gland is the capsule. Capsule के just नीचे आपका cortex होता है. Cortex is divided into zona glomerulosa, the outermost part, then zona fasciculata. You can see this. This is the, just a minute. So this is the zona glomerulosa. ये जो बीच का पार्ट है, the thickest one is the zona fasciculata and the innermost part is the zona reticularis. Okay, and this pink part which you can see is the medulla. Okay, medulla से क्या secrete होता है आपका? Catecholamines. What are catecholamines? Catecholamines are the structure which contain two OH groups. Okay, side by side on a benzene ring. अंडरस्टूड. तो कैटेकोलामाइन यानी यहाँ पे कौन सा कैटेकोलामाइन है आपका? एड्रेनालिन एंड नॉर एड्रेनालिन. अंडरस्टूड ऑल ऑफ यू. आफ्टर दैट सी यू कैन सी दीज आर द वेरियस सिक्रीशंस लाइक zona glomerulosa which is the outermost part. It is secreting aldosterone. See the hormones are written here and the name of the layers is mentioned here. So zona glomerulosa से क्या secrete होता है? Aldosterone which is a mineralocorticoid. जोना fasciculata से क्या सीक्रेट होता है? कॉर्टिजोल विच इज अ ग्लूकोकॉर्टिकॉइड जो कि हमारा चैप्टर है विच वी हैव टू स्टडी. एंड एंड्रोजन आर सीक्रेटेड फ्रॉम द जोना रेटिकुलरिस. एंड्रोजन मीनिंग द मेल सेक्स हार्मोन. ओके, सो आई थिंक दिस इज क्लियर टू यू. नाउ वी डायरेक्टली, हमने लास्ट लेक्चर में we have done the synthesis. Okay, we have done the classification. Okay, so just I'll have a quick revision. Classification में glucocorticoids basically we are going to study here. They are divided into short acting, intermediate acting and long acting. Okay, short acting का example है hydrocortisone. Intermediate acting का नाम है prednisolone, methylprednisolone. Long acting is dexamethasone, betamethasone. And mineralocorticoid का example है aldosterone and fludrocortisone. Okay, so glucocorticoid, as the name itself indicates, it is maintaining the level of glucose. Not maintaining, you can say it increases the level of glucose in the blood. Apart from that, major activity क्या होते हैं glucocorticoid के? First of all, it has got the anti-inflammatory activity, it has got the immunosuppressant activity, it increases the blood glucose level, it decreases the calcium level, it causes the lipolysis also. So these all हमने a little bit we have read. So today we will study the pharmacology of glucocorticoid in detail. I have already told you the mechanism of action. It is very easy. This outer pink color component is the ligand or the hormone or the glucocorticoid which goes inside the cell membrane. It binds with this receptor. Okay, this receptor is the GR receptor, glucocorticoid receptor. See, GR is written here. और ये जो glucocorticoid है वो कहाँ पे bind होता है? It binds to the terminal of the GR receptor which is located close to the carboxy group. देखो यहाँ पे COH group के पास ये जाके bind होता है. And after that मैंने आपको बताया था, after that what happens? There is removal of all these three things. Amino acid, HSP90, not the amino acid, HSP90, HSP70 and IP. IP is immunophilin. Okay, ये तीनों remove हो जाते हैं. And ये जो आप देख रहे हो, ये spine like जो structure है, these are the zinc fingers. Why they are called as the zinc fingers? Because they contain the complex of amino acid and the zinc. Understood? जैसे ही ये corticosteroid यहाँ पे bind होगा to this GR receptor, it will undergo these changes and after that this receptor will undergo dimerization. मैंने आपको उस दिन भी बताया था dimerization is a type of addition reaction. See, you can see here, यहाँ पे आपका एक ही receptor है, but if you see inside the nucleus there are two receptors present here. Okay, so this is called as dimerization, which is the addition type of reaction in which the two molecules of the same component bind with each other. Now this has entered inside the cell. This zinc finger will bind to the GRE. Like that day I told you, like for thyroid hormone also I told you, there is a specific part on the DNA which recognizes the thyroid hormone along with the receptor. In the same way, there is a specific part on the DNA which recognizes this complex. Okay, so this complex, that is the glucocorticoid and the glucocorticoid receptor complex, will bind to the GRE segment of the DNA, and as a result there will be transcription, formation of mRNA, and this mRNA will enter into the ribosome, that is it will come out of the nucleus into the cytoplasm, where it will go to the ribosome and where the synthesis of protein will occur by the process of translation. Okay, so this is how the mechanism of action of glucocorticoid is there. Okay, and actually in thyroid hormone हमने वहाँ पे भी पढ़ा था कि transcription होता है, translation होता है. So ultimately who is showing the action? That is, these proteins are showing the action. Understood all of you? So I think this mechanism of action is clear. If in exam this question comes, you have to draw this diagram. Okay, now see, this already I have explained you. So today our main concentration is on the pharmacological action. That day we have discussed in short. Okay, so just remember, glucocorticoids promote or increase the level of glucose in blood. Now it can do by different mechanisms. First of all, it causes or promotes gluconeogenesis, that is the synthesis of glucose from non-carbohydrate sources. It decreases peripheral utilization of glucose, means it do not allow the peripheral cells to utilize glucose. Understood all of you? That is why एक तो ये glucose synthesis को बढ़ाता है from the non-carbohydrate sources. Second, what it does, it decreases the utilization of glucose by the cell. As a result, overall आपको क्या result देखने को मिलेगा? There will be increase in the blood glucose level. Okay. Apart from this, एक तो ये काम करता है, ये ग्लूकोज का लेवल बढ़ाता है. Apart from that, it also increases the deposition of glycogen in the liver. Okay, ये जो भी ग्लूकोज है, see you can see it here, it is increasing the level of glucose in blood by gluconeogenesis from non-carbohydrate sources. But जो भी extra glucose आपके blood में present होगा, that will be converted to glycogen and that will be deposited in liver. So this is also one of the function of pharmacological action of glucocorticoid. Next, it increases protein breakdown. Protein, okay, so it is having catabolic activity on protein. So as a result, जब भी protein catabolize होगा, all of you know protein is made up of amino acid and amino acid contain nitrogen. So जैसे ही protein breakdown होगा, there will be release of amino acid and release of nitrogen. So as a result, the level of nitrogen will increase in blood, which will create a negative nitrogen balance in our body. And all of you know that जो ये nitrogen होता है, okay, this nitrogen forms ammonia. Okay, and that all of you know that ammonia is very toxic for the body. अमोनिया टॉक्सिक होता है ना, ये तो सबको पता है, आप लोग को अभी आप फाइनल ईयर में हो. सो अमोनिया टॉक्सिक होता है, इससे हमारी बॉडी क्या करती है, इट कन्वर्ट्स दैट अमोनिया इनटू यूरिया विच इज लेस टॉक्सिक देन अमोनिया. अंडरस्टूड ऑल ऑफ यू? तो प्रोटीन ब्रेकडाउन होने की वजह से क्या होता है, नेगेटिव नाइट्रोजन बैलेंस, देयर इज इंक्रीज इन द लेवल ऑफ नेगेटिविटी ड्यू टू नाइट्रोजन एंड प्रोडक्ट कन्वर्जन ऑफ द अमोनिया इनटू यूरिया. Okay, so how urea is produced, ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. Next, glucocorticoid, as I just told now, it is a catabolic hormone. Catabolic hormone which decreases muscle mass. ये muscle mass को reduce करता है, catabolize करता है, and catabolism is breakdown. Next is very important, ये मैंने आपको उस दिन बताया था. It promotes lipolysis and redistribution of fats. Okay, now there is very specific thing about this. See, it is I have expanded it and written it here. It is a specific, or you can say it is a special characteristic of glucocorticoid that they cause lipolysis, but it is selective. See this diagram. If you will see this diagram, you can see, okay, I have written about insulin. See what happens actually, glucocorticoid क्या करते हैं, they causes the breakdown or lipolysis of the fat which is present in periphery. Understood all of you? Whereas they are ineffective or they do not show much effect on the fat which is present in the truncal part of our body. What is truncal? Truncal मतलब होता है हमारा जो abdomen होता है. Okay, abdomen हो गया, आपका shoulder हो गया, trunk. Okay, so that is the mid part of our body. So जो भी fat होता है वो it causes lipolysis and redistribution of fat. ये क्या करता है, जो पेरीफेरी में फैट्स होता है ना उसको लाइपोलाइसिस करता है, causes lipolysis of the fat which is present in periphery and causes redistribution of that fat. वहां पे तो वो लाइपोलाइसिस करता है एंड जो भी फैट को लाइपोलाइज करता है उसका रीडिस्ट्रीब्यूशन करता है एंड वॉट एवर फैट विच इज एक्यूमुलेटेड वो कहाँ पे इकट्ठा होता है, जो भी वो रीडिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हो रहा है वो फैट जाके कहाँ पे इकट्ठा होता है, इट इज एक्यूमुलेटेड इन द सेंट्रल पार्ट ऑफ अवर बॉडी और ट्रंकल पार्ट ऑफ अवर बॉडी. ट्रंकल पार्ट में आपका क्या आता है, नेक, शोल्डर एंड फेस. This I told you that day, Cushing syndrome. These are the symptoms of Cushing syndrome. Okay, how a person looks, I have told you that day. The person is having moon-like face. The face will be a big round. Okay, like moon. Fish mouth. Fish mouth क्यों है? क्योंकि lips जो है वो छोटे दिखाई देंगे because the mouth has become bigger. And the buffalo-like hump due to accumulation of fat in this area, shoulder area. Understood all of you? So this is typical characteristic. Okay, because अगर आप बुक में पढ़ोगे वहाँ पे लिखा है it causes lipolysis. Okay, but it is written, everything is written there, but you will be, don't get confused. It causes lipolysis of the fat of the adipose tissue which is present in the peripheral parts of our body. Okay, so just look it here. It promotes lipolysis due to glucagon, growth hormone, adrenaline and thyroxine. So how glucocorticoid promote lipolysis? How they are causing, what is the mechanism of action behind causing lipolysis? So glucocorticoid क्या करते हैं, they causes the lipolysis due to action of growth hormone, adrenaline and thyroxine. Understood all of you? Now how they do this lipolysis? They increase the cyclic AMP induced breakdown of triglycerides. Okay, how they do the breakdown? They cause lipolysis. या फिर आप simple in one line what you can say, the glucocorticoids causes the breakdown of triglyceride by increasing the level of cyclic AMP. Okay, and fat redistribution is different in different parts of the body. This I just have explained you. Now the exact reason कि सिर्फ peripheral part of the body में से ही क्यों lipolysis होता है. Why the lipolysis does not occur in the truncal part? Why the fat is deposited in the central part of the body or periphery? So how the person will look? He will have a big round face. There will be hump. Okay, buffalo like hump होगा. फिश के जैसा छोटा सा मुंह, लिप्स होंगे. ओके, और क्या होगा, जो हाथ पैर है वो एकदम पतले हो जाएंगे क्योंकि हाथ पैर में जो भी फैट था वो लाइपोलाइज होके कहाँ पे आ गया है, वो आके आपके शोल्डर में जमा हो गया, फेस में जमा हो गया. आर यू गेटिंग? सो व्हाट इज द रीजन बिहाइंड दैट? सो ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड इट. पेरिफेरल एडिपोसाइट्स आर लेस सेंसिटिव टू इंसुलिन. ओके, अभी आपका ये क्वेश्चन होगा कि इंसुलिन कहाँ से आ गया फैट में. Are you getting? So I'll try to explain you, try to understand it. Peripheral adipocytes are less sensitive to insulin. Now see this diagram. Insulin के दो function होते हैं. Okay, there are number of function of insulin, but we will be studying these two here. Insulin क्या करता है? ये liver cell है. This one is your liver cell, and this one is your adipose tissue. Understood? ये green वाला adipose tissue है, and this is your liver cell. Insulin causes, it causes the uptake of glucose. All of you know, in the presence of insulin only the glucose is taken by the cells. So ये जो glucose है वो liver में जाएगा and it will be converted into glycogen. All of you know this. Now there is one other activity also. Insulin acts on lipoprotein lipase enzyme. Understood all of you? It acts on lipoprotein lipase. Now what is the role of lipoprotein lipase? Lipase is responsible for breakdown of fat. Understood all of you? Lipase का काम क्या है? It causes the breakdown of fat. Okay. Now what I am trying to tell you, see this fat cell. Fat cell में क्या होता है? Triglyceride is converted into fatty acid due to the process of lipolysis. आर यू गेटिंग? ये आपका एक फैट सेल है जो कि आपके सपोज करो लेग्स में प्रेजेंट है. सो in normal condition what happens, triglyceride is broken down into fatty acid in the presence of an enzyme called as lipoprotein lipase whenever it is required or whenever the glucocorticoid will come. Glucocorticoid क्या करता है? It causes lipolysis of fat. So ट्राइग्लिसराइड को किस में कन्वर्ट करेगा? फैटी एसिड एंड ग्लिसरॉल में. ग्लिसरॉल इज नॉट गिवन हियर. तो ट्राइग्लिसराइड को वो फैटी एसिड में कन्वर्ट करेगा. अंडरस्टूड ऑल ऑफ यू? नाउ देयर इज द रोल ऑफ इंसुलिन. इंसुलिन क्या करता है? इट डिक्रीजेस द सेंसिटिविटी ऑफ लाइपोप्रोटीन लाइपेज, या फिर आप ये बोल सकते हो इट डिक्रीजेस द और इट इनहिबिट्स द एक्टिविटी ऑफ लाइपोप्रोटीन लाइपेज. अगर लाइपोप्रोटीन लाइपेज नहीं होगा तो क्या होगा? देयर विल बी नो ब्रेकडाउन ऑफ फैट. अंडरस्टूड ऑल ऑफ यू? सो इंसुलिन, विल गो टू द नेक्स्ट लास्ट स्लाइड. सी दिस. Corticosteroids enhance the lipolytic action of growth hormone and adrenaline, which predominates, whereas the truncal adipocytes respond mainly to enhanced insulin levels under the influence of glucocorticoids. Okay, so this is one of the example why and what is the role of insulin in the lipolysis. Understood all of you? Okay, next pharmacological action is anti-inflammatory activity. Okay, now all of you know this is the very important activity. जो स्टेरॉइड्स होते हैं, जो ग्लूकोकॉर्टिकॉइड्स होते हैं जो हम यूज करते हैं, वो बेसिकली सी अनजस्टिफाइड यूज ऑफ स्टेरॉइड्स क्रिएट्स नंबर ऑफ प्रॉब्लम. वो क्या प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट करते हैं दैट वी विल स्टडी लेटर. सी स्टेरॉइड बेसिकली हम कब यूज करते हैं? ज्यादातर जब कब यूज करते हैं? In certain specific conditions, like if a person is suffering from asthma and asthma is not getting controlled by bronchodilators. Are you getting? Bronchodilator लेने से control नहीं हो रहा है, या फिर if you are taking other drugs like mast cell stabilizers, okay, montelukast, zafirlukast, you are taking antihistamine drugs, whatever you are taking, but your asthma is not getting controlled. या फिर आप ये बोल सकते हो if a person is having severe asthma, then in that case steroids are taken because steroids are or they possess anti-inflammatory activity. Okay, एक तो ये यूज होता है. दूसरा यूज होता है in organ transplantation reactions. Organ transplant reaction. Okay, see whenever a person receives a organ from a donor, एक donor होता है, एक recipient होता है. तो जब भी donor का organ आप recipient में transplant करते हो, चाहे वो कितना भी मैच करे, चाहे वो 100% मैच हो, then also it is like a foreign body for the recipient. So recipient की body क्या करेगी? There will be activation of immune system and as a result there are chances of rejection of the transplant. आपने सुना होगा ना 100% organ was matching but there was rejection. Okay, so there are chances of rejection because of stimulation of immune system, because whatever you are giving that is a foreign material for that particular recipient. Okay, so to prevent that organ rejection को prevent करने के लिए स्टेरॉइड्स दिए जाते हैं. एंड स्टेरॉइड्स अगर सपोज आपको आज ऑर्गन ट्रांसप्लांट करना है तो आज नहीं दिया जाएगा. इट इज स्टार्टेड फ्यू डेज अर्लियर. ओके, थोड़े दिन पहले से स्टार्ट करते हैं विच इज डिसाइडेड बाय द फिजिशियन. एंड ट्रांसप्लांट करने के भी थोड़े दिनों बाद तक हम स्टेरॉइड्स देते हैं, कॉर्टिकोस्टेरॉइड, टू सप्रेस द इम्यून सिस्टम. तो ये दो एक्टिविटी, दो एक्शन यूजेस आपको याद रखना है. एंटी इन्फ्लेमेटरी एंड इम्यूनोसप्रेसेंट, दीज आर द मेजर टू एक्टिविटीज. ओके, नाउ सी एंटी इन्फ्लेमेटरी एक्टिविटी, हाउ इट इज एक्टिंग एज एंटी इन्फ्लेमेटरी. सी व्हाट इट डज, whatever steroids you are taking, it suppresses the development of inflammation. Now आपने already पैथोफिजियोलॉजी में सेकेंड ईयर में आई थिंक पढ़ा होगा कि what is the pathophysiology of inflammation. So it suppress almost all the steps of inflammation. Okay, see it is mentioned here. It decreases the process of inflammation. जो procedure होता है ना पूरा inflammation का. Okay, first of all there is vasoconstriction, there is vasodilation, there is accumulation of there is chemotaxis taking place, there is WBCs which are coming out of the blood vessels. All these processes are there in the pathophysiology of inflammation. तो ये सबको decrease करता है, सबको suppress करता है. Okay, so what it does, it decreases the entire process of inflammation. It decreases the chemotaxis and migration of leukocytes. मैंने अभी आपको बताया, जब भी इन्फ्लामेशन होता है, जब भी इंजुरी होती है, आपने पैथो में पढ़ा होगा, सपोज यहाँ आपको इंजुरी हुई है, ओके, देन what happens, whatever WBC, whatever platelets are there, they start coming out of the cell by the process of e-migration. ओके, तो अभी आपको वो प्रोसेस में नहीं जाना है कि हाउ द इन्फ्लामेशन अकर्स, वो ऑलरेडी आप पढ़ चुके हो. बट व्हाट इज माइग्रेशन ऑफ ल्यूकोसाइट? This is called as the migration of leukocyte, when the leukocyte move from the capillaries to the injured site. Okay, उसको भी ये decrease करता है. It also decreases the activity of macrophages. Okay, and also inhibit the or limit the accumulation of inflammatory cell. देखो inflammation क्यों होता है? जो आपको चोट लगती है वो तो थोड़ी सी होती है, बट थोड़े टाइम के बाद वहाँ पे स्वेलिंग आ जाती है, वो एरिया सूज जाता है, वहाँ पे पानी भर जाता है. ओके, there is accumulation of fluid, that it is called in normal language. So fluid accumulation हो जाता है. वो fluid आता कहाँ से है? It is nothing but it is all the fluid which is coming to the injured site. It is containing WBC, it is containing platelets, it is containing some amount of RBC, and other components are also there. Are you getting? Plus the plasma is there, blood is there. So because of this there is swelling occurring in this area, which is called as inflammation. अंडरस्टूड ऑल ऑफ यू? सो ये मटीरियल्स को, वॉट एवर द इन्फ्लेमेटरी सेल्स आर देयर, उनको यहाँ पे एक्यूमुलेट होने से रोकता है. एंड इट ऑल्सो इनहिबिट द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ इन्फ्लेमेटरी मीडिएटर्स लाइक प्रोस्टाग्लैंडिन्स, ल्यूकोट्राइन्स, प्लेटलेट एक्टिवेटिंग फैक्टर. ओके, ऑल ऑफ यू नो, आपने ऑलरेडी एनाल्जेसिक पढ़ा होगा फार्माकोलॉजी में पहले. सो which thing is there in our body which is responsible for pain, fever and inflammation? So what is that? It is the prostaglandins. Okay, prostaglandin बनते कैसे हैं? From the arachidonic acid. By which pathway? By the cyclooxygenase pathway. Understood all of you? So these agent, that is the steroids जो होते हैं, वो प्रोस्टाग्लैंडिन, ल्यूकोट्राइन और प्लेटलेट एक्टिवेटिंग फैक्टर के भी प्रोडक्शन को रोकते हैं, which are called as inflammatory mediators, and they are responsible for inflammation. And how they are inhibiting the production of these inflammatory mediators? By inhibiting the enzyme phospholipase A2. Understood? So ये आपको ये पॉइंट याद रखना है कि why, how the steroids are acting as anti-inflammatory agent? By suppressing all the steps of inflammatory pathway, by suppressing the migration of leukocyte, by suppressing the accumulation of the various cells. And how they do all these? And by stopping or inhibiting or suppressing the production of prostaglandin. And how they do that? By inhibiting the enzyme phospholipase A2. ये आपको ना ये MCQs में पूछ सकते हैं. Okay, next है glucocorticoid decreases the, okay, so this we will study, this point we will study in immune system. Okay, the action of steroids on immune system. So first we will see, next we will see the effect on the CVS. What is the pharmacological action on CVS? So if you are given topically means if you are applying on the skin or mucous membrane, it will cause vasoconstriction, cutaneous vasoconstriction. Okay, so this point you have to remember. Now if you are using corticosteroid, they should be used very cautiously if the person is suffering from hypertension. Why? The reason is mentioned here. They have permissive action on pressure effect of adrenaline and angiotensin. What is the role of adrenaline on blood vessel? Can anybody tell me? Adrenaline blood vessel पे कैसे काम करता है? Just a minute. You can write in chat box also. How adrenaline, or what is the role of adrenaline on blood vessels? What is its activity? Yes, can anybody tell me? Message करो चलो chat box में. आपने sympathetics पढ़ा है ना? Sympathetic nervous system, autonomic nervous system. So what happens there actually? All of you know about the receptors. Okay, see receptors अगर आप भूल गए ना तो आप कोलॉजी भूल गए, ये याद रखो. Okay, so adrenaline जो होता है, it acts on alpha and beta receptor. Okay, alpha 1 receptor is present in your blood vessel. Adrenaline is called as pressure agent. Pressure यानी द एजेंट और द ड्रग विच प्रेसेस अ ब्लड वेसल, नाम से ही पता चल रहा है व्हाट इज प्रेशर एजेंट, विच विल प्रेस द ब्लड वेसल। और जब भी आप ब्लड वेसल को प्रेस करोगे तो क्या होगा, दे विल बी, यस गुड, एड्रेनालिन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स ब्लड वेसल, यस करेक्ट। सो देयर विल बी वैसोकंस्ट्रिक्शन, सो ड्यू टू वैसोकंस्ट्रिक्शन देयर विल बी इंक्रीज इन ब्लड प्रेशर। इसीलिए आपको whenever you are giving corticosteroids, आपको ये ध्यान में रखना है कि the person should not be hypertensive, or if you are using you should use it cautiously, okay, because glucocorticoid क्या करते हैं, they increases the pressure effect, or they have permissive action on the pressure effect of adrenaline. Now what is the meaning of this word permissive? Okay, see permissive action मतलब होता है it is a type of biological phenomena. Yes, correct. But in case of blood vessel, it causes constriction because of the presence of alpha 1 receptor. Whereas if you will see the smooth muscles के अंदर कौन सा receptor present होता है, beta 2 receptor present होता है. And when adrenaline binds to beta receptor, it will cause relaxation. Are you getting? So alpha 1 पे अगर adrenaline काम करेगा तो vasoconstriction करेगा, beta 2 receptor पे काम करेगा तो वो dilation करेगा. And beta 2 कहाँ पे present होता है, स्मूथ मसल में, ओके। सो नाउ वी कम टू दिस पॉइंट, परमिसिव एक्शन मतलब क्या होता है, इट इज अ बायोलॉजिकल फिनोमिना in which the presence of one hormone is required to exert full effect on target cell by other hormone. So what is the meaning of this? In presence of, see it is mentioned here, it is a type of process जिसमें there are two hormones. I'll give you one example. Suppose करो there are two hormones, okay, but अगर आपको किसी एक हार्मोन का फुल एक्टिविटी चाहिए तो उसके लिए यू रिक्वायर द सेकेंड हार्मोन. आर यू गेटिंग? दिस इज कॉल्ड एज परमिसिव एक्शन. या फिर आप इसको ऐसे याद रख सकते हो, देयर आर टू हार्मोन, एक परमिशन, दोनों अपना इफेक्ट शो कर रहे हैं, बट दूसरा वाला अपना पूरा इफेक्ट तभी शो करेगा जब फर्स्ट वाला उसको परमिशन देगा. आर यू गेटिंग? लाइक दिस यू कैन रिमेंबर. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड एज परमिसिव एक्शन इन विच the presence of one hormone is required to produce the full effect of the other hormone. समझ में आ रहा है? अदरवाइज वो दोनों हार्मोन प्रेजेंट थे, दोनों अपना एक्टिविटी शो कर रहे थे, बट अगर आपको फुल इफेक्ट चाहिए तो वो फर्स्ट हार्मोन का प्रेजेंट रहना जरूरी है. ओके, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज परमिसिव एक्शन. सो दिस अगर जस्ट यू रिमेंबर कि वी हैव टू यूज glucocorticoid very cautiously if the person is suffering from hypertension, because glucocorticoid they have permissive action on the adrenaline and angiotensin. Yes, what is angiotensin? All of you know angiotensin 2 is itself is a potent vasoconstrictor. It causes increase in blood pressure. तो ये glucocorticoid लेने से adrenaline और angiotensin का vasoconstriction effect increase होता है. Okay, so BP भी increase होगा and already the person is a hypertensive patient, so it makes the case more worse. Okay, now next one is एड्रीनालिन इनसफिशिएंसी. सपोज करो कोई पर्सन है एंड उसका एड्रीनल ग्लैंड प्रॉपर्ली काम नहीं कर रहा है, प्रॉपर्ली फंक्शन नहीं कर रहा है, सो दैट इज कॉल्ड एड्रीनल इनसफिशिएंसी. सो इफ योर एड्रीनल ग्लैंड इज नॉट फंक्शनिंग प्रॉपर्ली, इट मीन्स व्हाट? इट सिंपली मीन्स दैट द सिक्रीशन ऑफ वेरियस हार्मोन्स व्हिच आर अकरिंग फ्रॉम द एड्रीनल ग्लैंड विल बी अफेक्टेड. ओके, वो डिक्रीज हो जाएंगे. तो एड्रीनल ग्लैंड से कौन से सिक्रीशंस होते हैं आपके? एक तो ग्लूकोकॉर्टिकॉइड है, वो भी कम हो जाएगा. मिनरलोकॉर्टिकॉइड है, दैट इज एल्डोस्टेरोन, वो भी कम हो जाएगा. आर यू गेटिंग? दोनों कम हो जाएंगे. तो दोनों कम होने की वजह से व्हाट विल हैपन? एल्डोस्टेरोन अगर कम होगा तो क्या होगा? व्हाट इज इट्स इफेक्ट? इट कॉजेज सोडियम एंड वाटर रिटेंशन एंड इंक्रीज इन ब्लड प्रेशर. एल्डोस्टेरोन, अगर एल्डोस्टेरोन का ही लेवल कम होगा तो सोडियम एंड वाटर रिटेंशन विल नॉट अकर इन दैट to that extent which was occurring earlier. Are you getting? So जिसकी वजह से क्या होगा? सोडियम और वाटर का एब्जॉर्प्शन कम हो जाएगा. नेक्स्ट व्हाट विल हैपन? इंक्रीज परमिएबिलिटी. द कैपिलरी की जो परमिएबिलिटी है वो इंक्रीज हो जाएगी एंड एज अ रिजल्ट देयर मे बी सीवियर फॉल इन ब्लड प्रेशर एंड द पर्सन मे कोलैप्स. सो दिस अकर्स इन केस ऑफ, ये ग्लूकोकॉर्टिकॉइड नहीं करते. ये कब होता है? व्हाट इज एड्रीनल इनसफिशिएंसी? व्हेन देयर इज some issue in the adrenal gland and it is not functioning properly, the hormones are not getting released properly, then in that case what happens? there will be hypotension, severe hypotension. Okay. Skeletal muscle, it is essential for normal muscle activity, this I told you, but hypocorticism and hypercorticism. So what is hypocorticism? What is corti? Corti is cortisol. What is cortisol? It is an example of a corticosteroid. Okay. So अगर hypocorticism होता है, hypo means whenever there will be decreased level of cortisol in the blood, then what will happen? Then also the person will feel very weak. Okay, the person will feel very weak. और अगर hypercorticism होता है, then also the person will feel weak. दोनों condition में, hypo हो चाहे hyper हो, दोनों में the person will become very weak, will feel very weak. Okay, अभी हमने last slide में क्या पढ़ा था कि अगर ज़्यादा secretion होता है तो hypertension होगा, कम secretion होगा तो hypotension होगा. But in this case, चाहे कोई दोनों condition हो, hypo हो चाहे hyper हो, in both the condition there will be weakness. अभी दोनों के reasons अलग अलग हैं. Okay, like if a person is having hypercorticism, just a minute. Okay, so hypercorticism means increase in the level of cortisol. Okay, so whenever there will be increase in the level of cortisol in blood, what will happen? Just now I told you, it causes the catabolism of protein. Okay, it is having catabolic activity, and due to catabolic activity, what will happen? The protein will be lost from our body. Okay, not only catabolism, there will be decreased rate of protein synthesis also. So as a result, the overall level of protein will go down. There will be muscle wasting and myopathy, and as a result of this, the person will feel very weak. Understood all of you? Next point is, अगर किसी को hypocorticism होगा, then what will happen? So if a person is having hypocorticism, then the level of aldosterone will decrease. Are you getting? The level of aldosterone अगर कम होगा तो water और sodium का level कम हो जाएगा. Water और sodium का level कम होगा तो the proper contractions will not be there, and due to this reason there will be diminished work capacity. अगर आपकी body में contraction नहीं हो रहे हैं, are you getting? Contraction के लिए क्या चाहिए आपको? Sodium चाहिए, water चाहिए. Are you getting? So अगर आपके body में cortisol level कम हो रहा है, then what will happen? There will be hypodynamic circulation. Why there will be hypodynamic? The reason is very simple, because all of you know mineralocorticoids are required for sodium and water retention, but due to hypocorticism, the level of aldosterone will go down, the level of the water and sodium will not be absorbed properly, and as a result there will be hypodynamic. The volume of the blood will be decreased, and as a result the person will feel very weak. Okay, और हाइपर होता है तो भी वीक फील करता है, बट उसका रीजन क्या है कि there is breakdown of protein. Okay, see, it will be disconnected, so you have to join it again. One more thing. So आपको corticosteroids, मैंने आपको एक पॉइंट बोला अभी कि corticosteroids आपको बहुत ही ध्यान से यूज करने चाहिए. This is one of the reason. Okay, अगर आप steroids पे steroids लिए जा रहे हो तो what will happen? It has been seen that people who are continuously taking steroid, उनके हाथ पैर का जो there is breakdown of protein is there, lipolysis is also there. As I told you, peripheral part of the body से lipolysis होता है, so as a result the person will become very weak. Okay, and weak, और सबसे पहले कैसे पता चलता है? उसको ऐसे लगेगा कि उसके पैर बहुत light हो गए हैं, the person will not be able to walk properly. Okay, so this is one of the reason that we should avoid indiscriminate use of steroids. Okay, so now it will be over in 1 minute. So CNS, what is the effect on CNS? It has been seen that mild